Excellencies, this important Raisina Dialogue takes place in a time that are both challenging and hopeful. Challenging because of the pandemic that has put enormous pressures on our societies, our economies, and on each and every one of us. Hopeful, as we have an opportunity beyond this crisis to build back stronger, greener, and more inclusive societies. The pandemic has highlighted both the obstacles for international cooperation and the interdependence of our countries and societies. I would like to focus on 4 areas particularly highlighted by the pandemic: multilateralism, trade, democracy, and climate change. Firstly, the pandemic has been a reminder of the importance of working together in international solidarity to be able to tackle challenges such as the climate crisis and widening global inequalities. We must strengthen multilateralism. Strong multilateral governance and the rule-based international order with the United Nations at its core is more important than ever and necessary to deal with those global challenges. Together and in the spirit of international cooperation, we need to make a real difference. Sweden currently shares the OSCE, which promotes security and confidence building in our own broader region, stretching from Canada to Russia, with partners in Asia and Africa. The EU gives priority to multilateralism and to respect for international law, human rights, and fundamental freedoms. This is not rhetoric. It is part of our daily foreign policy, a priority which also calls on us to walk the talk on the issues at home. Europe and India need to be active and constructive players in all global areas, including health, sustainable energy, development aid, trade and investments. We want to partner with you and together be part of the solution. We need to lead and be strategic. Sweden advocates reform of the United Nations Security Council to become more representative, accountable, effective and responsive. The Council must be able to respond swiftly to the security challenges of our time. A reformed Council must reflect the realities of today. Sweden supports India as a permanent member of the enlarged Security Council. Secondly, the pandemic has underlined the need for an open, predictable and rule-based trading regime. Sweden consistently continues to highlight the importance of free movement and free trade, also in times of crisis. Sweden supports the initiative on trade and health, currently discussed in the WTO, which aims to increase transparency and restrict the use of trade barriers for medical products. Important to increase the supply of critical goods and make it easier for countries to fight the virus. The pandemic has also shown how social dialogue can not only mitigate the impact of a crisis on the economy, business and workers, but also help us to shape the solutions. The Global Deal initiative offers a way forward. Thirdly, the pandemic has underlined the importance of democracy and human rights. In a world where we see a dangerous slide towards authoritarianism, we have a common responsibility to ensure democracy and respect for human rights and the rule of law, as well as gender equality. Developments in Myanmar are a case in point on the need for the international community to react jointly. A free and vibrant civil society is the bedrock of democracy. In times like these, the robustness and resilience of our societies, institutions and international cooperation are tested. My 4th point is that we must build back better and greener. COP26 in Glasgow in November will be crucial. Sweden and India together are leading the work in the leadership group for the industry transition with the objective of reduction carbon emission from heavy industry. We are very pleased to see the number of governments and companies that have chosen to join. If global cooperation is to succeed, India remains a key partner for Sweden and Europe. Thank you.